Okay, it's your buddy Mike Messier. Now, this is going to be an adult-themed, adult-languaged rant for those children or those kind people that are expecting a nice, pleasant Disney talk. I would suggest you go elsewhere on my subscribe to Mike Messier YouTube channel for some of the footage of Disney adventures that I have. But this is the disclaimer. It's about to get real. I did a video as I was coming into this park tonight actually, 7 p.m. I came in, that you really have to pursue your own happiness. And I want to expand and condense some of those words because I was a little long-winded on the boat. But basically, the world is pretty screwed up right now. And to be brutally honest, it might be beyond repair. Between our environment, our world politics, people not getting along, violent conflicts within every country, including the country I live in, the US of A, which I've always been proud to be an American, but these days there's so much strife and conflict and antagonism here. Sometimes it's hard to feel safe or good or secure here, to be quite honest. Maybe not for me, but for others. I've always felt like I would not want to leave the USA for any particular amount of time. No offense to anyone. Maybe go to some yacht club in Finland or something. In case anyone's running a yacht club in Finland, let me know in the comments. But beyond that, I just feel like if you are out there, young people especially, sometimes college people, feel like they've got to do something to change the world, make it a better place for you and me. And I'm not saying don't feel that way or don't try to do that, but I've in some ways tried to do that. I've tried to do that type of thing, have that mentality, and a lot of my ideas or writings were basically destroyed, quite honestly, and not fully realized. Things that I felt could contribute to the benefit of society were not popularized or shared, but rather diminished and devalued. So, speaking from one person to many, I would just say, once again, you have to look out for yourself. And it seems a little odd that maybe I'm speaking in this somber tone at what's been called the happiest place on earth, namely Disney World. But I'm just being honest, and I didn't want my temporary happiness of being here to take away from the gravitas, the gravity of my overall thought process today, which is I just don't, it's a call for just whoever's out there that this is affecting in a way that maybe you feel uncomfortable hearing it right now because it's maybe a thought or a type of thought that you didn't want to confront. But the world just very well may be beyond our saving. It might be beyond our rescuing, unfortunately. And it is unfortunate because we'd like to have things like this wonderful adventure park here. We'd like to have that for generations and generations, but our society may in fact be doomed. So if that's the case, I'm just saying, if you've got 15 years to live, 20 years, 30 years, 50 years, whatever your life remaining is, do things at least partially to satisfy your own selfish desires. Don't be afraid to take time for yourself, days, weeks, months, years, to do what you want to do, not what other people tell you to, or you should go to college to get this degree, or you should become a doctor like your uncle. Do whatever you want. Maybe nobody's ever told you that before. Maybe you're from a very strict family where there's a certain standard or a certain demand, or you're supposed to go in the family business, or you're supposed to take care of some sickly relative for the rest of your life, waiting for that person to pass on. Well, I'm telling you, now is your time. If you need permission to live, your buddy Mike Messier is giving you permission to live. Go out, take on the world, and do whatever the hell you want. Mike Messier.